If your business is making $500,000 or more per year, first of all, congratulations. Second of all, you still could feel tired, underpaid, over responsible, or weirdly invisible. And if you feel any of this, you're not crazy. You may hit a wall that I call the 500K founder trap. This is the stage when business is working on paper, but it may not be working for you. In this video, I'm going to break down why so many founders hit this wall after $500,000 a year, what it usually means, and what I would look for and look at first if I were sitting with you for a strategy day. Now, the 500K founder trap is when you've proven the business can make money, but you haven't rebuilt it for leverage. So you did something huge. I want to really recognize that. Not many people make it to where you've made it. But at 50,000 or 100,000, hustle can get you there, okay? At 500K or more, hustle starts becoming expensive. And I'll tell you what I mean. When you get to 1 million and beyond, hustle by itself is dangerous. So, what got you to 500K is often the exact thing keeping you from your next level. So, I'm going to give you some signs that you are in this founder trap. 500K or more per year. The first sign is that you are still too central to the business. Maybe you're the main person who does sales, you're the main talent, the main face of the brand, the main problem solver, the reason clients stay, and you're the only person everyone else waits on. Does this sound familiar? So, being important in your business feels good until it becomes a cage. If you took 30 days off, what would break? Have to ask yourself that question. Would it all break? Would just a little bit break? Would nothing break? Sign number two is your offer is making money, but it is too cumbersome. So a lot of 500K founders don't really have a revenue problem. They know how to sell. They know how to put together an offer, but they often have an architecture problem. And I work with these types of founders all day long. I've invested in more than 200 companies. I've raised more than $30 million. And I have been around these companies as they scale. So the offer sales, but the fulfillment can get messy. The delivery can get cumbersome. The offer, if your offer is too custom for every single person, that could be a problem. Is your offer customized or is it something that can scale? Maybe your offer has too many promises inside of it, so much that you have to deliver on. Maybe the offer and the delivery depends on your emotional energy. Is any of this resonating? Let me know in the comments. Or if you don't want to comment, you can certainly follow the link that I have below and tell me a little bit more about it. A profitable offer is not always a scalable offer. So what you're doing to make 500K today, could you do the same thing and make 5 million without something breaking or without you going mad, going crazy? Are you selling something that can grow or are you selling your nervous system? Okay, sign number three, you are known by some, but you're not positioned. We talk about authority in my new book. This one is a little sneaky. You may have customers, followers, referrals, even a reputation behind you, but the market still does not know exactly where to place you. So, for instance, people like you but cannot explain exactly what you do. Or you get opportunities but not the right ones coming your way. Or you're visible but not authoritative. Maybe you are respected, hopefully, but not the obvious choice for your lane. Visibility is people seeing you. Positioning is people knowing why you matter. At this stage, the question is not, how do I get more attention? Because I can help you do that too. It's what category do I want to own with that attention? Another sign is that you're undercharging for your judgment. Okay. Many founders at this level are still pricing based on time, the deliverables, or the access, when the real value is your judgment. They're not just paying you for that phone call or for the meetup or for the 10 minutes it took you to learn something to tell them that they could have learned. They're paying you for your judgment, your pattern recognition, your signaling, your taste. They're paying you for speed, convenience. They're paying you to avoid expensive mistakes. So the more advanced you become, don't get stuck back there at 250K and say that I can coast on that. The more advanced you become, the less people are paying for your labor and the more they're paying for your lens. Sign number 5, you are surrounded by people who need you, but not enough people who stretch you. At a certain stage, being the most advanced person in the room becomes expensive. Did you hear me? You need to be in rooms where people are not impressed with the 500K. They see it as a starting line. You need to be around people who are making more money than you are. You need to be around people who are asking better, more expensive questions and proximity to sharper frameworks and models. You need strategy, not just encouragement or accolades. So again, I say to you, congratulations if you made it this far. I know firsthand how difficult it is to get to this point, and you're just in a very, very rarefied air at this point. But there's further to go. And if you want more, you don't have to want more, but if you do want more, you have to get into these rooms where people are making more. So if I were sitting with you at this stage, I would look at 5 things. I would look at your offer. What are you actually selling? And is it built to scale? I would look at your positioning. Are you the obvious choice for a specific high value problem? The obvious choice. I would look at your revenue. Where is your money coming from and what is it too dependent on? Is it dependent on you? Or can your team or can AI or can a system deliver it at scale? I look at access. Who needs to know you exist? And I would look at what is stopping you from getting the things that you need. What are your blockers, your biggest blockers? Is it capital? Is it time? Is it skill? Is it people? And we would hyper focus on that. It could also be distribution. A lot of times it's distribution. Because even with all the other things, if all the other things are kind of working and you're stuck though, you can't get past 40K months. It could be that you need to be seen by 10 times the number of people. And that distribution, man, I tell you what, I look on YouTube all day long and I'll see people who are killing it elsewhere and who have not packaged their YouTube videos in a way that would get views. They got 30 views on something that should have 30,000 views. They have 10 views on something that should have 2,000 views. Sometimes it's in your distribution, your packaging. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to write down everything in your business that currently involves and requires you personally. I do this too. I did this week. And I want you to sort them into 3 columns, okay? The first column is going to be the only I can do this. Truly, only I can do this. It's a lot on the talent side, a lot on certain, high level partnerships, etc. Then I want the next column to be someone else could do this if I trained them or if someone else trained them. And then the third column is this should not exist anymore. We should not even have this here. Those are your 3 columns. Someone else can do it. I do it. I need to do it, or it didn't need to be here anymore. Your next level, getting to your next level, is probably hiding somewhere in those that second and third column. I'm putting together a private high leverage day in Los Angeles for entrepreneurs, founders who are doing 500,000 or more per year and who want me to take a close look at their offer, their positioning, their revenue, and their distribution, and to meet each other, to work with each other, be in rooms with people who are doing as well and or better than you, as well as and or better than you. That didn't come across too smooth, but I think you understand me. It's not for everybody. Most people watching this video, unless you clicked only with the, because you had the 500K business, but most people on my channel don't make more than 5,000 per month in their business or in their career. So this is not going to be for everyone. This is going to be for you if you make $500,000 or more per year, if you have in the last year. It's not a beginner room, this room I'm putting together in Los Angeles. But if you heard yourself in this video, I want you to look at the link below and see if you qualify to be in this room. Okay? I want to help you. I want to help have different things where I help people at different stages. I help you make your first dollar. I help you get to 100K. I help you get to your first million. I help you get to your first 10 or 100 million. I've done it all. Right now, I want to talk to people who have made, who make 500K per year or more, and you want to go to the next level. You also want to get yourself out of the weeds so that you actually enjoy this time of your life because you have made it so far.